What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with my WWE SUMMERSLAM 2014 review. I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little hoarse. Please bear with me as we celebrate the crowning of the Conqueror. It's your boy, Brock Lesnar, and he just fucking dominated John Cena. What the fuck was that? That wasn't even a match. It was a crushing. John Cena looked like Zack Ryder out there. What the fuck? And you know, sorry, I should have started this over. Because considering the fact that this motherfucker did 675 German suplexes, I'm going to review the entire match in German. Das ist eine guten Match. Who the fuck cares? But Brock Lesnar, the fucking Conqueror, absolutely obliterated John Cena. I told you he was going to win. But apparently that was the only fucking thing I got right in the entire night. Because my predictions failed the fuck out of it. Woo woo! Come aboard the predictions fail train, motherfuckers! Why the hell did you drop your belt when I'm trying to do the review? Anyway, I really shit the bed with my predictions. Failed at times 45. But I picked Brock Lesnar to win. That is one thing I got right, and it happened. And the match wasn't the greatest match ever, but it was brutal and it was intense. Some people even chanted boring at the match, which I thought was fucked up because it was not boring. And there was one little kid screaming, "Let's go Cena!" like every 3 seconds, and Twitter was just exploding. Twitter was pissed off. They wanted somebody to punch this kid in the face. Everybody was just yelling, "Shut the fuck up!" Which was kind of mean, but also kind of funny. What a waste. Okay, so let's take this bitch from the top. Now, they added a match after I made my predictions video to the pre-show. They put Cesaro up against RVD. And people asked me on Twitter who I thought was going to win. And I made my prediction right on Twitter that Cesaro was going to come out of this with a much-needed win. Failed it, Grim. Because RVD came out of it with a much-needed win. I mean, seriously, you put two guys who've been doing nothing but jobbing in a match. You can't make them both lose. Somebody had to win. I really thought that Cesaro, the up-and-comer, would have gotten the pin and the victory because RVD's been putting over the younger guys. Why the fuck do I think this shit? I overthink it. Cesaro loses. Cesaro boards the train to Jobbertown, and then finally the pay-per-view comes on. And the first guy out of the gate is Hulk Hogan. Why the fuck is Hulk Hogan on SummerSlam? Oh, I know why. Let me tell you something, brother. $9.99, dude. Buy yourself the network, brother. Well, pretty much I'm watching the pay-per-view. I have the network unless I'm stealing it for free, which I'm not stealing it for free. And if I'm stealing it for free, why the fuck would I pay $9.99 for something I can steal for free, brother? But, so, I don't know. They're selling the pay-per-view on the thing that we already paid for. Failed it times 2. Then we're introduced to the brand new German announce team. Oh, now I know why there were so many damn German suplexes by Brock Lesnar. He wanted to please the German announce team. And if you're gonna have a German announce team, where the fuck was Hans von Gruber Schmidt, bitches? But anyway, okay. Now we're up for the Intercontinental title match. The Miz is gonna defend against Dolph Ziggler. And here comes The Miz, wearing some type of fan mail envelope. Why the fuck? What was he dressed in? Was it like bed sheets? Was it a shower curtain? Everybody was speculating because it was anything but something conventional. He looked like a fucking idiot. So, I don't know, he comes out wearing his fucking piece of fan mail, and he gets in the ring to defend this Intercontinental title in an awesome match. And then, unpredictably, because I fucked up the predictions, he loses to Dolph Ziggler. Apparently, do the Ziggler wiggle, do the Ziggler wiggle. You get a lot of bitches and you get a lot of belts if you do the Ziggler wiggle. Dolph nailed it. Great match. Which then brings us to the frenemy fight. AJ versus Paige for the Divas title in a match that was sure to be a pole pleaser because we had pussy all over the ring. And in great, fantastic HLA, hot lesbian action, Paige does this slinky, sexy crawl on top of AJ, and they were just flinging their asses up in the air, and Paige is bending over, Jerry Lawler's checking her out, and the next thing you know, Paige wins the match and takes the Divas title. Speculation is now running rampant. That is AJ leaving the WWE? Is she gonna go start a family with CM Quitter? Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares at this point? Paige is the Divas champ! Next up is the flag match. Swagger versus Rusev. And I thought it was going to be a flag match. And in a flag match, you put a flag on either fucking corner. And to win the match, you have to capture the flag. No. They said, what we're going to do is whoever gets to win the matchup, we're going to wave the flag of whoever wins. But Rusev does that bullshit whenever he wins anyway. So what the fuck? Swagger waved the American flag on his way out. So what the fuck? It was just a regular match. And then Rusev didn't actually win the match because Swagger passed out from his finishing move, the Accolade. The referee called it. Didn't even raise the arms. 1, 2, 3. Didn't do none of that bullshit. He's just like, oh, look, Swagger's passed out. Ding, 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 ding. They gave the match to Swagger. Swagger waves his little flags around. And I am 0-4 in my predictions. I got the first 4 matches wrong. Failed it, Grim. What the fuck? You know what the thing is here? The thing is, they must have watched my predictions videos. And then they said, fuck Grim! We're doing the damn opposite! Book the opposite, damn it! That's what happened, I'm telling you. And to further fuck up my predictions, Seth Rollins wins what was the greatest lumberjack match of all time. Who the fuck ever thinks that a lumberjack match is ever gonna be any good? It's like the worst stipulation in the history of wrestling. But they made this match good. The Lumberjacks, there was action, there was diving. Seth Rollins tried to run, and then they captured him. And there was all kinds of crazy shit going on. And Dean Ambrose at one point was going to do his finishing move, the Dirty Deeds, off the fucking balcony. And they looked like they were really going to promise a 6 spot, and it didn't happen. But there was so much other good stuff in this match. It was very exciting, and it was unexpected that Seth Rollins wins the match. And now I am 0-5. I've yet to get a match right on this pay-per-view. And I'm wondering why the fuck did cocaine interfere in this match? And having gotten all these matches wrong, and really wanting Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar to win? I'm starting to think, man, I should have picked Jericho and Cena at this point, because they're doing the damn opposite of everything I picked! This is fucking insanity. This is bullshit. I've never done this bad in predictions before in my life. And now comes a match that is really important to me. It's Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho, and I really want Bray Wyatt to win. I was accused on Twitter of having some type of man crush on Bray Wyatt. What the fuck? I can't like a wrestler, damn it! I have a man crush on him. I like the motherfucker, and I want him to win matches. So, Bray Wyatt comes out in new entrance attire. He's wearing this fucking butcher's apron, and he's got new green pants on. I think he was still wearing a black top, right? Yeah. Okay, but Jericho comes out in a new light-up entrance coat, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I thought the guy that got the new entrance was gonna win, but they both have new entrances, so now I don't know what to think. But they put on a decent match. At one point, Chris Jericho has Bray Wyatt in the walls of Jericho, and Bray Wyatt's pushing up like this, and then you look down, and you just see his fucking jiggly gut jiggling along. It gives hope to fat men everywhere that maybe one day we can compete in the WWE. But Bray Wyatt managed to pull out the victory in this match, and I was super excited. And guess what? Bray Wyatt becomes the 1 in 1-5. Oh, I finally got a fucking match right. Okay, now it's the match that we've all been waiting for. The match with the most build-up going into SummerSlam. Stephanie versus Brie. And, like, I sent out a tweet because I thought maybe people cared about this with all the build-up. But when I asked the tweet on Twitter, your thoughts. Does anybody care about this match? Nobody seemed to fucking care about this match. Even though Stephanie was wearing some sexy, slinky, pleather paradise type of outfit. And, you know, Brie was looking good as usual, wearing some type of Daniel Bryan-inspired attire. Now they start having their match. They're whipping each other around. Stephanie's no-selling. You know, she works better having not been in the ring for 15 years than Eva Marie does. But that's besides the point. At some point, Brie finally takes control of the match, locks Stephanie McMahon in the yes lock, and here comes the big beak of Triple H. And just as Stephanie's about to tap, he pulls the referee out of the ring and kind of saves the match for Stephanie, right? So, wait a minute, here comes NIKKI. And NIKKI is gonna do something. What is NIKKI gonna do? Oh, wait a minute, here comes Brie, and she drop kicks Triple H from the outside. And then NIKKI gets in the ring, and she's staring down Stephanie, and Brie comes in the other end, and then it's the twins have converged on Stephanie. What are the Bella twins gonna do? Are they gonna give her a 3D through a table like the Dudley boys? No, because they're girls. NIKKI, being a cunt, hits her own sister in the face, knocks her down. Stephanie goes for the pin, and then that's it. And then that's it. The match is over. And Stephanie McMahon wins. And I get another match wrong. Here I actually thought Stephanie McMahon would put Brie over. What the fuck was I thinking? And then in another match that I finally got right, this was the second of 3 that I'll eventually get right, Roman Reigns defeats Randy Orton. And I thought this match was good. I really liked Roman Reigns, but I think that the internet community is already turning on Roman Reigns, having loved the motherfucker only 6 months ago when he was in the Shield. Roman Reigns should be the champ. Roman Reigns is the best. And all of a sudden everybody's like, Roman Reigns is the new John Cena. Roman Reigns only has 5 moves. What the fuck? This is why the WWE hates the internet wrestling community, because we're a bunch of fickle fuckers. I like Roman Reigns. Haters gonna hate. You don't like him? You don't have to like him. You can hate him. Hate him all you want. But I like him. And I like Roman Reigns, and I was happy to see him beat Randy Orton. And it was a pretty cool match. It had a couple cool spots. At one point, Roman Reigns was going to go for the spear, and Randy Orton turned him and did some type of power slam. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Randy Orton is phenomenal, and I couldn't believe the way he power slammed Roman Reigns like that. And then, of course, Roman hit all his normal finishing moves and whatever else. Randy Orton was going to go for the punt. Roman Reigns sweeps out his feet, gets up, hits a spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns takes the victory. And of course, then that moves us on to the main event, which I discussed first. And I got it right. Brock Lesnar's the new champ. So I got 3 matches right. And I got a bunch of fucking matches wrong. So I failed it on the predictions. But I'm going to do better next time. I promise. So I thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed SummerSlam. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Nailed it.